We are back for more Valkyria Revolution. Valkyria Revolution. Um, yeah, last time they had we were in the middle of a cutscene, so yeah, the lady in waiting is here, and Godot wants to talk to the princess alone.
I'd advise against that, milady. He may be my older brother, but to hold privy council alone with a man? Oh, the scandal.
Please, Miss Ophelia.
Excuse us, Miranda. Oh, you don't need to apologize to me. This would-be Romeo is the one overstepping his bounds. Besides, I'm only pulling his leg.
Just go. My time is very limited.
Yes, yes.
Princess, about Amleth.
Did you learn something?
Not a great deal, I'm afraid. All I could learn about his life before the Institute is that his adopted parents passed away. Nothing more. He has no past.
What do you suppose that means?
When he struck down Balthus, he said, "I'll never forget what you Rux did to us." He's hiding something. Of this I am certain. And I fear whatever that may be will betray us all. I'm sure further investigation will yield the truth. I'll continue looking into him. Good day, Princess.
Amleth. Who are you, really?
This intro portion is long. Belgolf Palace.
Dad, bring you news of weal or woe?
Brenlin's unit has been decimated. Everything is as you have commanded.
Good. On to the next step, Reaper.
That's a cool design. Save your progress right at that point. So maybe a minute and a half later, I would have ran out of time. And I didn't want to just cut you guys off. So let's save the game and keep going.
Next is Ipsaria.
The Ragnite capital of the world. Sounds like fun, yeah?
Ipsaria was once the leading country in Ragnite production for Europa. Originally, Ruz was lacking in both natural resources and national power, not unlike Jutland. But after seizing Ipsaria, Ruz exploited those resources to become a global power while toying with the existing ones. In a manner of speaking, Ipsaria is the heart of the Ruzhien Empire. We will have Jutland take it. Our presently destitute country should be rejuvenated by gaining control of the Ragnite.
Which in turn means weakening Ruse.
You magnificent bastard.
Look who's talking. Have you seen your suit?
Once we get our hands on all that Ragnite, my company's net worth is gonna skyrocket.
You wouldn't be the only one to profit. If current issues like inflation or supply shortages are resolved, naturally...
The people of Jutland will see the war as a success, just like we want.
Violet, are any Grand Generals stationed in Ipsaria?
Nope.
And how do the people of Ipsaria feel about Ruze's occupation?
To hear my business partners tell it, they don't think too kindly of their Imperial occupiers. After Ruse invaded and took control, the Emperor didn't waste any time cleaning house. Executed the entire royal family along with any loyalists.
That sounds like something Claudius would do.
Still, the effect was instantaneous. There are hardly any dissenting opinions against Ruse there since they fear military oppression.
Doesn't mean their dissatisfaction isn't simmering under the surface. Guess that's where I come in. Got it. We'll distribute an anonymous flyer. A manifesto from resistance forces trying to shed a light on Ruse's crimes and restore honor to their late king.
Straight up sedition. And I thought I was the bastard here.
I take that as a compliment.
Stir up Ipsaria and lay the groundwork, making them more accepting of Jutland. It's a solid idea.
You can leave the distribution of the flyers to me.
Please continue the operation within Jutland as well.
More rabble-rousing? We already threw fuel on that fire.
We'll do it as much as we can. A war effort's only as strong as the citizens who support it.
Precisely. Amleth, make sure to pay attention to the citizens when you walk around town. We can gauge public opinion toward the war by their attitude toward the commander of the elite unit. And again, be amicable.
That's rich, coming from you.
Got it.
Good. That concludes today's agenda.
Well then, meeting adjourned.
It's about to get real busy around here.
Interesting, but they seem like they're fanning the flames of a war the people want. So it's not like...
It's a beautiful sunset. We can't help but come here, can we? This used to be our favorite spot.
Yeah.
I have an idea, Am. What do you say we go grab a drink afterward?
I'd rather just get back to headquarters.
Oh, come on. A few rounds wouldn't hurt.
We don't need anyone getting suspicious of me. Besides, I need to put together a plan to free Ipsaria.
What an annoyingly flawless response. Well, come join me next time. We haven't gone drinking in a while with just the two of us. Even you need to unwind at some point.
Sure.
I'll hold you to it. You just gave me your word. You're a rare breed of man, Am. The kind that doesn't pass out when they go drinking with me. I won't let you get away so easily. Well then, I'll see you around.
All right, everyone, let's head back home.
How far did we get?
Alright, the historian. Reflect on the history of the Liberation War by speaking to Professor Rochelle Ludern. Rochelle Ludern. Move the left stick to move the left stick to select from the menu. To resume the tale, press X.
Oh, it seems a letter has arrived.
A fragment was added to the notebook. The fragment Declaration of War was added to the history book. Glossary was updated. Okay. Archives of the Revolution. Let's see. Some scenes will be added that depict events not covered in the usual history books, too.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Okay, so we come here for anything that is new. What if this looks like a scene we've seen already, but it might not be. So let's click it. If it's a scene we've seen, I'll skip it.
As head of the Judish royal family, I have an announcement to all citizens of this beautiful nation. Our country's history is a rich one, having been passed down through generations from the time of its first blessed king. But a piece of that history, the lovely Molda, was unjustly taken by the Ruzhien Empire. What's more, these lands of plenty are the target of Ruz's plot to cut us off from the resources that are our right. Now, as you know, I value peace and friendship above all. The Crown made its utmost effort to properly resolve this situation through sincere action and earnest negotiation. Yet, the severity of this crisis has only escalated, and the people have begun to cry out for mercy. Considering these facts, I grow ashamed of my unworthiness. And so, the Kingdom of Jutland has decided to show its strength by standing against the schemes of imperial tyranny. Therefore, I hereby declare war on the Ruzhien Empire.
Okay. I like that. What is this? Ah, Jutland declared war. First, so the Circle of Five started the war. Movement in the shadows, victory celebration, Grim Reaper. Okay. What a unique way to do that. This is the menu, so when we go in here, we'll be going into another chapter. Okay, we can start chapter 1 as long as it doesn't take another 50 minutes. Oh, what's this compendium? Ongoing glossary of important events.
Knowledge will help you grow.
Ragnite, alchemy. Huh.
Knowledge will help you grow.
Okay, we're in Jutland. Notebook. The notebook passed down through generations of Ladrups contains personal accounts of some of the liberation wars of influential people.
There's much we can learn by revisiting the past.
Got anything? Lamentations of Men, as luck would have it. Okay, let's start. Wait, it says the formation of Vanargand. Okay, we'll look at all of these and then we'll call it a day before chapter 1 starts.
Vanargand, a mythical beast in the form of a monstrous wolf, the Anti-Valkyria Squad, an elite unit within the Jutland army, was crowned with this ferocious moniker. They were heroes in the European Liberation War. But let me share with you the untold story of this unit's founding.
The world power's restrictions grow harsher with each day. Parliament and my King Father alike are sitting on their hands, while their wrist-wringing diplomats negotiate. But now is the time for our country to rise and fight back.
Your Highness, the safety of His Royal Majesty's subjects is first and foremost on his mind.
I understand that. But defending our lives at the cost of our livelihoods is a poor form of protection indeed. Our imported Ragnite supply is dwindling, and the people are suffering for it. If we do not act, Jutland will lose the strength to stand. And that, I fear, is precisely what Ruz wants. Weakening Jutland as if pouring poison down our ears, while whispering honeyed lies into those of the major powers. I cannot sit idly by as this kingdom dies a creeping death. And yet, I am powerless to stop it. It vexes me so.
Milady.
Pardon me. Parliament is starting to lean toward war, Your Highness.
I beg your pardon? Why now, after resisting it for so long?
Many of the younger politicians have rallied together in support. And it's spilled beyond Parliament. A pro-war article has grown quite popular, shifting public opinion on the matter. Even the military's begun collecting intel on the other world powers. It would seem a coordinated effort is being made to reshape Jutland's future. I believe Lieutenant Grongcair is part of this cabal.
Grongcair? You mean Amleth?
He's pushing to form an anti-Valkyria squad.
Pardon?
A specialized team trained to combat Ruz's Valkyria. Elite soldiers with exceptional skills, complemented by the most advanced Ragnite weapons available. They intend to train people with a high Ragnite aptitude, regardless of status or experience, to wield these weapons. Amleth Grongcair wants to join the team himself. Considering his rank and Ragnite aptitude, he'll likely be appointed as the squad's commanding officer. Given that he was a schoolmate of yours, Princess, I thought this might interest you.
Imagine him taking initiative for once. Oh heavens, how foolish I have been. Here I was worrying about what I can do rather than doing, while my subjects are already standing up for themselves. Has the commission of this unit already been approved?
No, there's been some resistance from the moderates.
Princess.
Godot, Miranda, please get ready. We will be departing soon. To Parliament!
Ophelia spoke to Jutland's parliament in favor of the war effort. The young princess's sincere voice spurred public opinion, and support for the anti-war movement grew less and less. And so, the monarchy officially declared war at long last and approved the creation of Vanargand.
Second Lieutenant Amleth Grongcair, in view of the upcoming battle with Ruz, I hereby promote you to First Lieutenant. Furthermore, you are appointed henceforth as the commanding officer of the Anti-Valkyria Squad, effective immediately.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This unit's founding was made possible by my daughter's call to action, though it was you who first lobbied for it, yes?
Yes, I'm grateful for Princess Ophelia's support. The citizens of Jutland have long suffered under Ruz's cruelty. Expecting someone else to come along and solve our problems simply isn't an option. Waiting, we realized, won't save lives. I thank Your Majesty and Princess Ophelia for giving us this opportunity to serve our country.
I hold your patriotism in high regard. Now, go forth. What a gifted young man. His valiant spirit is invigorating. I am proud to see Jutland has a hero in its time of need. Men like him were made to light their nation's darkest hour.
Just so, Father.
Ophelia, my dear daughter, you may laugh at a foolish old man's fears, but even now my soul is filled with doubt. Was declaring war truly the right course of action? Am I not sending these young men with promising futures to their deaths?
Father, your kind heart has been a blessing to our land. But you must trade the banner of peace for the sword of war. Jutland needs more heroes.
Nevertheless,
should your majesty allow, I wish to become one as well.
Whatever do you mean, my child?
I would like for you to hear one last plea.
To form the anti-Valkyria squad, drafted citizens with high Ragnite aptitude were identified from their physical exams.
Ha! 'Tis only logical that I be asked to join an elite team. Among the noble houses, it was well known that no man is better at handling Ragnite, or ladies for that matter. You'll all soon learn what it means to be physically, mentally, and socially outclassed. You're welcome.
I was an engineer before the draft. Nice to meet you.
I design mana stuff. Anyway, are the weapons done? I told him to make mine cute.
Me? I've been away from the military for a while now, but I ended up being called back. I thought I'd be returning to a dingy troop full of men, but I'm more than happy to see lots of beauties in our ranks. Look forward to working with you.
In addition, sentiment in favor of the war had grown throughout the country, and many volunteered to enlist.
I'm a former teacher. I volunteered to protect my homeland. For the children who will one day inherit Jutland, I'll give my all in eradicating the Ruck threat.
I used to be part of the main force, but I heard that the latest weaponry will be provided to the anti-Valkyria squad. If we're going all out at Ruse anyway, I want to do it with a bang.
Hi! Thanks for waiting. Helena Anderson. And this here's Bloom Thomason. We leapt at the chance to put those Rucks in their place.
Maybe you shouldn't say that kind of stuff to our superiors, Helena.
Lighten up, Bloom. You're a soldier now. Act like one. Just point me in the direction of the enemy. Let me at him. Wow, she's ready to throw down.
Me oh my, the proletariat is such a pugilistic pack. Don't get your bodies in a bunch over me, my lowborn beauty.
Big talk. But can you back it up? Let's see if you can even throw down with the toughest commoner around.
The toughest commoner?
Isn't this unit a little too chipper?
Like being back in school.
Well, it never hurts to be energetic.
Heads up, the commanding officer has arrived.
Good, you're all here. From today forward, you are all members of Jutland's new anti-Valkyria squad, Vanargand. I expect each of you to give us everything you've got in order to protect this country. We need to be ready for anything, so let's begin training immediately. That's all for now. Ophelia?
I shall be joining your noble endeavor.
Is this a joke? The front line is no place for a princess.
My king father has been convinced otherwise, as he can avow.
I am Lieutenant Villefort, Godot Villefort. As per the king's request, I will be joining the squad and accompanying the princess. I shall serve as Commander Amleth's adjutant and Princess Ophelia's bodyguard.
Ophelia?
Absolutely not.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Your countenance says it all. Save your objections, for I have already made up my mind. 'Twas I who enjoined Parliament to form this unit. How can I hide behind palace walls while sending you to war? You said so yourself, Amleth Grandcaire. Waiting saves no one. If sacrifices must be made to relieve my people's suffering, then surely I ought to offer more than my prayers. So far as I am able, I will fight to protect my subjects.
Is she serious?
This might be a more difficult mission than I thought.
November 6, 1852 EC. They were the Fangs of Jutland and the traitors' honed blade to challenge the Valkyria. This was how the anti-Valkyria squad came to be. Their achievements are as written in many biographies and books detailing the history of the war.
Wow, that's it? Do we want to do another one? Hunger Pangs and Royal Pains. Let's see. Okay, let's do one more of these, because these are kind of long. And then we'll finish the other two we have so far, and then we'll continue chapter 1. Alright, Hunger Pangs and Royal Pains.
That's all for today's training. When you get back to HQ, be sure to inspect your equipment.
Hey, whose stomach is growling?
Jeez, someone here is far too lax.
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, it was Fifi.
Such a shameful display. Ever so sorry.
Princess!
Did she just collapse in hunger?
Are you serious? Stand back, all of you! Give her room!
Huh? What the deuce are you?
Fifi? Is that coming from her stomach?
It's happening again. What do you mean, again? Princess! Whenever Ophelia gets too hungry, she loses control.
In all my time as her bodyguard, I've never seen her like this.
Something tells me she's never gone hungry in the palace. Since joining the military, she must have started rationing her meals like a normal soldier would. But now she's at her limit.
It looks like she's in pain.
She must be holding it back by sheer force of will. But the moment she loses control, she'll go on a rampage. This happened more than once back at the Institute.
Captain Gronkair is trembling. Just what kind of hell did he see?
I need to do something, now. Wait here with Ophelia. If it starts, do whatever it takes to stop her.
Where are you going? What are we supposed to do now?
Odds bodkin! Running away without a word? That is why commoners make me so... That's why I can't stand him!
Why don't you give her some of your bread rations, Helena? Maybe that'll tide her over.
Good idea. Here, Princess, eat up.
No, don't!
Oh.
What the? Why is she in more pain?
Idiot. You'll only provoke an empty stomach when you feed it partially. That only made her hungrier.
What do we do? What do we do?
I guess we just wait for the captain.
I wonder what he plans to do.
My apologies. We just sold out a few minutes ago.
Well, can't you make some more?
I'm afraid not. Already cleaned out the oven for the day.
Please, I have to have it.
Sorry, mister. No can do.
She's starting to move.
Is this it?
The captain said to stop her no matter what. I know. Let's talk about all the good times we've shared.
I see. Appeal to her reason with the memories we've shared together. Okay. Remember that time we went toe-to-toe in a pastry-eating contest at my cafe, Princess?
Fifi, think about the first time we had tea and cake.
Do you recall how I asked you out to dine on some fine meats, Princess?
The milk we had after training sure hit the spot, right?
Hey, don't all those memories involve food? Everything you've just said is having the opposite effect.
But we all bonded with Fifi by watching her chow down.
Those sounds aren't normal. Things are looking grim, First Sergeant.
Whatever you're doing, Captain, make it quick.
Please, I'm begging you. Isn't there something you can do?
Don't be unreasonable. Can't you come back tomorrow?
No, she needs it now.
Then why don't you go to a different restaurant?
It has to be from here. Please, I'll do anything.
What is this? I don't even...
Oh, I know. Hey, remember how we really got into our chat about those impromptu gourmet dishes you can get at camp?
Or when I talked about how the main force's provisions were terrible, Your Highness reassessed the military's policies. I was so touched.
Remember eating snacks together at night? Keeping it a secret from Godot and Bridget?
One time you sent a lot of snacks to my students.
Hey, your stories are all about food too.
You better get back fast, Captain!
I already told you, my hands are tied. Get out of here, you...
Now hold on there.
Boss.
I heard what's going on. I remember you, Sonny. Used to come here all the time. You were still a student. There's some reason for all this ruckus?
Well, it is what it is. Fire up the oven.
What? Are you serious?
If it's gotta be us, it's gotta be us. Let's get cooking.
Thank you. I mean your debt.
What do we do? The princess's stomach hasn't settled down at all. At this rate, the rampage...
Princess, stop! I've never felt so powerless as your bodyguard. I can't even feed you when you need it most. Please, Your Highness, hold yourself together. Please!
Good, dough.
She's coming too.
Fifi?
She looks even more famished. Is she going to make it?
Maybe she held out for as long as she could.
Oh no! It is fine. 'Tis better than causing everyone trouble.
No trouble! Being a little piggy's what makes you special. I love the face you make when you pork out in a tasty treat.
Yeah, that's right. You eat things so cheerfully.
When Your Highness eats food so happily, you seem like a normal girl. Before I realized it, I felt closer to you.
Let's eat delicious dishes together again! Fifi!
Yes, let us eat, everyone.
Fifi!
This can't be happening.
Sorry I took so long.
Captain, Fifi's! Fifi's!
Is that a kebab?
You took all this time and only brought back a kebab? There's no way the void in her stomach can be filled by a...
Wait, I'm sure the captain knows what he's doing.
Delicious.
She's alive again! Fifi!
Captain, what is in that kebab? How could it possibly fill her up from just one bite?
That's Ophelia's favorite food. Since her institute days.
Amleth Grunk here. What are you eating there all by yourself?
It's a kebab.
Kebab?
It's just meat wrapped in pita. Nothing special.
On the contrary, 'tis the first time I have heard of it.
You want some?
My, are you positive? Thank you. Delicious.
It's cheap eats. I'm sure you've had much better back in the palace.
Nay, I say, never have I tasted a delicacy so divine.
Ever since, the kebab's the only thing that stops her rampages. I guess she really liked it.
I didn't know she had a favorite food. Is that where you went, Captain? To buy this?
Yeah. For whatever reason, it has to be a kebab from the same place I got them back in school. Had to get the manager to jump through hoops for this.
I can't believe it.
Everyone, I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I caused so much trouble.
No worries. At least you're okay now.
Yeah, and don't push yourself so hard. If you're hungry, just tell us, okay?
But of course, I shall remember everyone's kind words for the rest of my days.
Well, now that that's settled, why don't we go to Cafe Anderson? After all this craziness, I'm hungry too.
Don't even think about going on a rampage, got it?
I won't.
It seems I've caused you trouble again, Amleth. My apologies. I did try to be careful after we graduated.
I'm used to it. I just can't believe that's still your favorite food. You're an odd woman.
What can I say? The kebab you fed me truly was that tasty.
Hey, Ophelia.
Hmm?
You got some on your mouth.
Oh my, thank you.
I told you before, you gotta keep your appearance up. You're a princess after all.
Honestly, those two.
Good grief.
It's so natural to them, there's not a damn thing we can say about it.
Huh?
Okay, that was fun. Alright, that was really fun. Let's see here. This goes back to this, but how do we upgrade? Do we upgrade from within this? From within the storyteller thing? Resume story? I guess we'll see. But that'll be later. For now, thanks for joining me for more Valkyria Revolution. What a weird yet interesting game. I guess we'll go for the long haul with it. So until next time, catch you later.